Advanced forecasting helps you collaboratively predict realistic forecast targets, track progress, and optimize your strategy, coverage, and quotas so you can confidently commit to forecast targets. Administrators must complete these steps to set up advanced sales forecasting. In this example, I've already created a sales planning application. I'll enable the features I want to use for advanced sales forecasting on the configure page. I'll enable the planning by options and the optional dimensions, set up time granularity and enable predictive planning, and add custom dimensions to my application. Integration with quota planning can be enabled to move targets from quota planning into your forecast. Next, I'll configure time periods for the application. I'll set the current fiscal year, period, and week, and a planned start year of either current or next year. Updating these settings is part of your regular forecast maintenance, and changes automatically roll your forecast forms and business processes forward. You can also select planning frequency and the number of periods to use if you've enabled rolling forecasts. Rolling forecast period options vary by planning frequency. I'll select a monthly planning frequency and save the changes. Next, I'll import the metadata. You can import multiple dimensions at the same time on the application page. In this example, advanced sales forecasting is set up to use the territory, accounts, product, and sales channel dimensions. I'll select the files for each dimension I want to import. You can choose to automatically refresh the database if the import is successful. View the status of the import and refresh database processes in jobs. Next, I'll import historical actual data to form the foundation for the forecast. I'll import a comma-delimited file in planning format. Note that you can also import data through data integration and APIs, and you can automate imports using EPM Automate. I loaded the historical actuals for the remaining years as well as January FY25 actuals. Next, set the user variables that drive the context of the dashboards, forms, and calculations. Now, I'll prepare the forecast. First, run the prepare actual rule set. Apply the rule set to all the historical periods and years you have loaded. Prepare actual rule set processes all the historical data, aggregates it through the hierarchy in the reporting cube, and makes it available for predictions. You should load at least twice the amount of historical data relative to the forecast period. For instance, to generate a 1-year forecast, a minimum of 2 years of historical data should be used. Next, run the forecast prep rule set to copy actual results for the historical periods and years you've loaded into the forecast scenario. Finally, run the reporting totals to GSP rule. Even if your data is loaded at a detailed level, this rule copies aggregated totals from the reporting cube into the forecast cube to allow for predictive forecasting at the territory level. Run these 3 rules for the periods you load whenever you import new actual data. Now that advanced sales forecasting is configured, sales managers can begin creating forecast predictions, adjusting forecasts, and analyzing forecast data. To learn more, visit docs.oracle.com.